Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. I'm going to show you the live pregame conference for tonight's game. The highlights will be a little late. It'll probably be tomorrow morning because the game starts at 8 o'clock tonight. So a long time will finish. So I'm going to show you the pregame conference right now. Enjoy.
Quickly, just can you explain the story behind this picture? You, Fraser, John.
Yeah, rookie dinner, right? Got to dress up nice. I think it was pretty fitting that we were Cowboys, right, in Nashville. So that was fun. It was a good time.
What's that experience mean to you as a rookie, as a rite of passage?
Yeah, I mean, everyone has to go through it. So I think we were excited for it, and the guys made it a special night. And it was a lot of fun, and yeah, just incredible time with the guys.
Do you have a message for Fraser as he left you guys?
I mean, good luck. Enjoy it. Like I think, obviously he's gonna be back here pretty soon, and so just enjoy it. I know he's playing with his brother now in juniors, so it's a short while that you play juniors. So just enjoy every second of it, and just try to get better and develop and be a leader there.
During that game in Dallas, the play you made to keep the line before the Bertuzzi goal, like, what do you remember about that keep in at the line?
Honestly, not nothing crazy. Like I thought it was just what I had to do to save that puck. I just dove for it, and good thing that Mo did the right play and got that shot on net, and Bert with a good tip, and then I get rewarded for it. So it's props to them.
What's standing out to you about Riley this season?
Say that again.
What's standing out to you about
Morgan Riley?
This season, yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's been good. Skates really well. Moves the puck well. I think he's been a really good leader for the young guys here. Someone I can always talk to and look up to, and so yeah, he's been a phenomenal player for us, and I think he's a really big reason as to why we're in a good spot.
What's standing out to you about Jonnywatts this season?
Yeah, I mean he's been hot lately, right? Like he has a lot of momentum, and I think him and Wheeler are kind of feeding off each other, and it's just nice to see. Obviously our captain taking charge and playing well with the puck and producing for us. It's really good to see.
What's been the biggest challenge adapting to the penalty kill?
Yeah, I mean it's fast. Obviously you play against our best players. And I think I kind of just got to learn the structure a little bit better, and kind of find my place and not be too aggressive when it comes time to kind of chasing down their best players. Just be patient and stick to our structure.
Something you've done in the past, like a lot, penalties, or is it something new?
I killed penalties in school and in juniors too, so I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with how other teams play and maybe some tendencies of players, but so yeah, it's not something completely new to me. I think it's just the structure and playing against a little bit better and faster players is a little different.
For us new mortals, like how different is the structure? How different is the concept compared to from the pros to the last one?
Yeah, I think it's very similar. I think there's just a lot more detail that goes into it, a lot more video. I think a lot more in-depth detail on other players and how they shoot, how they pass, like plays they like to find. I think that's a lot more of a focus at this kind of level. So just kind of take that all in and take more notes and just kind of learn about other players around the league.
What's your favorite part about playing with Max?
Yeah, he's good. He's a playmaker, right? Like he can find my tape from almost anywhere. So it's fun to kind of get those opportunities and tight spots. And yeah, he's a really nice guy. Fun to be around on the bench, and yeah, just happy he's on our side too, because I think he's a gritty player and plays hard.
As a rookie, you're seeing a lot of these teams for the first time. Is there anyone tonight you're excited to play against, whether it be a Doughty or a Kopitar or any of those guys?
Yeah, all of them, honestly. Every game I step into, it's kind of a new team to me. So it's always fun to play against the best players. Kind of guys that I grew up watching, and so I'm always excited to play a new team.
For you, I know morning skates are kind of hit and miss. Why did you want to get out there today?
late start today, 8 p.m. So yeah, I just got to get the legs moving a little bit so I can get a nice nap in me. So yeah, nothing too superstitious about it.
What do you see as the biggest challenge against the Kings this season? They're off to a pretty hot start offensively.
Yeah, it looks like they got all 4 lines and 3 pairs going. Quick team, like most teams nowadays, they can really skate, but defensively they don't give you much to the neutral zone. So we got to get pucks into their zone and try and create our offense. I think from there.
What has impressed you most about Jonnywatts' William Nylander starts this season?
Oh, it's been real impressive. I think Johnny just day in and day out just always does the right things on and off the ice, but his work ethic and then just being able to make those little plays again. People don't give him enough credit for how many little plays he makes in tight areas, and then face-offs, all those little things, important parts of the game. And then I think him and Willie just have been great together since I've been here. Really, you just complement each other, and Willie just is a game breaker. I mean, he can. He's the guy, one of the guys on our team we look to. Him, Tone, who can break open a game or score a big goal at the right moment. So, yeah, it's been fun to watch, and they've obviously been great to start.
You played a lot against Kopitar through the years. What's a challenge still facing him?
Yeah, I mean he's been one of the best two-way players in the game for a long time. He makes really good plays, really good passer of the puck through the middle. He carries it through the middle and dishes really well. And then again, he's just so good on face-offs defensively. So he's one of those guys that who he's lasted and been a top player in the league for as long as he has because he plays both ends of the rink and plays the right way.
Now he's got a road trip under his belt, and I guess also a drink sponsorship too. How do you feel Max is sort of acclimated so far?
Oh yeah, right from day one he's been good. Just from playing against Domes over the years, you gain a good respect for guys like that who play the right way, play hard. But you could just tell he's just one of the good guys in the game, a guy that you'd get along with. So I think everyone here knew that before he got here, and he's been great in our locker room for sure.
Daddy was talking about playing on the power play against skilled penalty killers, and he said sometimes it's good to just waste one into the shin pad. Does that still happen? Do you believe that? Send a message.
I don't doubt it with Dewey, but I mean for me whenever you play against those top guys on the other side, or on the kill, they're out there for sure, and that you can't. I mean, wasting one is one thing, but into the shin pads, but missing the net wide and giving them an odd man the other way is a totally different thing. So, yeah, I mean, you're aware when they're out there for sure.
Morgan got the belt in Dallas, and the picture they posted afterwards, he was at his what was the genesis of that?
We were just sitting beside each other in a room, and he said, "You want to take a pic?" But yeah, that was all that was to it. But yeah, I think I came out a little bit better than him in that pic, so a bit more jacked,
Why do you think he doesn't get the love? Because Toronto's usually
I don't know.
Everyone gets hyped, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's been great for us right from the start of the season. I don't know. He's both ends of the rink. He's been great. He's been producing offensively, but I think just defensively he's been great too. And I'm gonna, I'm heavy on the Mole campaign right now. That he deserves more credit than he's been given. So it's nice to see him playing so well. I think really from last year.
What stands out about the Kings in the challenge tonight?
Yeah, they're a fast team. Obviously defensively, they don't give up much. So, we just got to play fast and be smart with the puck.
Before the game Saturday, Giordano was saying he doesn't think Riley's getting enough love early this season. Quietly, one of the best guys in the league. What are you seeing from Morgan early this year?
Yeah, I think he's playing great. Playing with him, he's always in a good spot. Always, being an out and getting open, and his ability to jump up in the rush is it's elite. So I think he's been playing real good.
What has stood out to you about Joe Woll when he's played this year?
I think just his poise. He never overreacts or panics in there, and he's just calm and collected, and always in the right position.
Goalie's going good. How much confidence does that give the team?
Yeah, it definitely helps. You know, and obviously, you know, we can help them too. You know, by giving up less and making it easier on them. But yeah, it definitely helps.
Mental challenge of being on the road for 5 games and one at home, and you guys got to head right back out again. Do you sort of see this as almost a mini, like, part of the road trip almost, just being back here?
Yeah, I think you just take it, you know, one day at a time. You know, it is what it is, and you just gotta be prepared and come out playing well.
The road trip under your belt now, you know, he's a new guy. How have you felt Max has acclimated lately, especially coming off this lengthy road trip here?
Yeah, I think he's, you know, fits in good. You know, I think getting on the road early is big. You know, you get to be around each other a little bit more than at home, and you know, you get to know one another and create that chemistry.
A lot of new faces on the PK this year. What's the focus in terms of getting that chemistry going in that area of the game?
Yeah, I think just getting on the same page, and you know, obviously we gotta be better, and you know, it's just a matter of everyone, you know, on the same page, and you know, sort of anticipating and reading off each other.
Nylander can set a Leafs record for longest point streak to start a season. What do you like the most, I guess, about the way he's playing to start this year?
I mean, he's just clutch. You know, he you know, there's sometimes looks like there's no play, and you know, he finds a way to, you know, get through and, you know, have control of the puck still, and you know, it's just fun to watch him.
Sheldon, what are you seeing from the Kings early this season that's allowing them to generate so much offense?
Just the depth of their group. They come with lots of speed and pace. You know, it's coming from four lines, and their defense are involved a lot too. So I think in the early going, they've had a lot of guys that have been feeling good offensively, and like I said, a lot of speed and a lot of numbers to the net. So it's working well for them.
What's your sense of the group coming off that long trip? You're home for this one game, and then you're back on the road. Like, what's your view of them right now?
Yeah, I mean, based on practice yesterday, I think the energy and the mood is good. You know, in a lot of ways, for me, as I've come through the league in such, you know, you go through some of these road trips. I think I've said this before, but I like to approach a game like today and even yesterday's practice in some ways that it's almost like it's part of the road trip. You know, we get to come home, we get to sleep in our own beds, we get the support of our fans here tonight. But you know, you don't have enough time to come back from the road to relax and feel like you're home. And then before we know it, we're going to be back on the plane tomorrow. So it's really kind of part of the trip. And I say that means in the sense that I'd like to see us take a road type of mindset to the game, you know, in terms of managing the game and having patience in the game and getting off to a good start. Like to me, our two best first periods have come in our last two games. So little things like that, I think it's important to have that same type of mindset, and you can work your way through anything else you might be dealing with in terms of fatigue or being unsettled or whatever it might be.
What do you think of the matchup at center tonight? I mean, Kopitar and Dedeaux, given McDavid and Draisaitl fits in their playoff series, now they've added Dubois. What's your sense of how that matches up?
Yeah, I mean, it gives them obviously lots of different options. You know, Dubois slid in there. Dedeaux's been used a little bit differently than maybe he has been in years past, but it just gives them so many more different options and protection being on the road. You know, they haven't lost on the road here yet, and I don't think that's by accident. I think when you have that depth and those options and that comfort, you know, it helps a lot as a coach and with your team. So, yeah, it makes them an even deeper, you know, forward group than they've been, and guys that are really good on both sides of the puck all the way throughout.
How do you think getting on a road trip, and especially a lengthy one like that, under his belt has helped Max's acclimation, you know, into an area that was kind of familiar to him, but obviously it's a new team?
Yeah, I think for all of our new guys, I think they all just got better throughout that trip. Max certainly is one of them, but not the only one. So I think there's part of it, you're just playing more games. The other part of it is you're around the guys more, you're around the coaches more even. There's more interactions, there's more discussions. So I think all of that is healthy. It can come, and maybe you don't want every trip to be 12 days, but it's nice to have that time. I think is really important, and you don't get that in preseason training camp. You know, we had a couple of days, so we went out to Gravenhurst and all that, but you know, you don't get the road trips. You're traveling the day of and all that sort of stuff. So it starts to feel more like a regular NHL rhythm, and I think that can benefit everyone.
It helped that there were no back-to-backs. Lengthened the trip probably, but.
Yeah, well, yeah, it certainly did lengthen the trip. We'd actually talked about that. But yeah, from a fatigue standpoint, for sure, like, you can manage that a little bit better. It's a little bit of the, the give and take where, you get the drag of being on the road as long as you are and all of that. But, to have recovery time, to take some days off, stay away from the rink, or even to just get some practice time versus getting the games in. It's nice to have that time for sure, especially how it worked out for us with how taxing some of the games were on our defense with the injuries we started to accumulate there.
Just to piggyback off Pierre's question a little bit, we hear a lot about hockey sense and elite hockey sense and sort of this nebulous term. I'm just wondering how you define that when you hear, because it's something that's thrown around a lot in hockey, but I don't think anyone ever can pin down what exactly it means.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably ask 10 different coaches and get 10 different explanations too, because I think there's a lot that goes into it. To me, it's just, it's really the intangibles of the game for me, and the game within the game, and ability to read and react off situations that maybe aren't scripted or predicted or coached. Little positional things. How quickly can you transition? Can you jump to a hole at the right time? There's so many different things that go into it. And then there's the whole debate about whether you can teach it or not. And some of it I don't think you can. It is certainly instinctual and it's developed over time for certain players. But the other part of it, I think, as coaches, we're coaching it every single day to try to get them to understand the differences between 2 feet here or 2 feet there, and to be able to recognize those patterns quicker so that they can respond appropriately. So I think some of it certainly can be taught and can be developed over time through repetition. But it is definitely it is the one intangible that is probably the hardest to really pinpoint. But those who have it at an elite level really stand out and are those that you usually see at the top of the scoring race.
Just wondered did you talk to your brother the last couple of days about what happened in England?
I have, yeah. Obviously, very difficult and terrible, situation for the entire hockey world, but unique for what they'd be going through specific to that league over there. So, yeah, it's been a tough time. I think the league's on hold there for a little while to just let everybody grieve and process everything that's happening. But terrible and feel for everybody involved.
So there you have it. I'll be back later on, maybe tonight, depends on what kind of highlights will come on. Or if it's not tonight, I'll be back tomorrow morning with the highlights from tonight's game. Enjoy tonight's game. Then tomorrow is Raptors game night. The Raptors play 2 games in a row. Wednesday against Milwaukee at home, and then they go on the road and play in a rematch against the Philadelphia 76ers against Nick Nurse in a rematch from last weekend's game. So I'll have those highlights for you tomorrow night, tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. All right, have a good one. This is Jonnywatts reporting for Jonnywatts Sports Desk. Bye for now.